This one simple inducement strategy banked me $8,000 in under 16 minutes. I will break it down all step by step. But first, let me show you the proof. No talk. We can expect a major move, and this move as a fake move. So what we can expect, the price just come down, tap the daily obstacle, give us a continuation here, which we can look for a beautiful A+ setup here. Now here's the thing, if we want to follow the A-shares in our number 3, there was a rule that if we have a high impact news, we're not going to touch a London because London going to create a liquidity, and we're going to wait for a golden time zone. So pretty much the golden time zone here, it's a 12 for us. One of before and one of after is okay to look for a trade on it. So we're just going to wait until a beautiful golden time zone and see what's going to be happening here. What I'm expecting is price come up, take this, and I'm looking for sell here. Also the time is on the golden time. Right, you should take at least this liquidity because a lot of trend line traders, they're on the profit here. Yeah, trade, spending, just gonna go and forget to see what's gonna be happening. So I just did the order and just said I'll forget. Now I will just come back that I saw price intraday. So my stop loss was 10 pip. Hopefully this spread didn't our stop loss. Now price start to reverse. Pretty much this extra liquidity of this range gonna be my target. So yep. Now for sure I can also go at break even after 2 more break off market structure. I mean after this one, but I'm just gonna wait to see what's gonna be happening. Again, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna close the chart. I'm just gonna go and sit down for get. Yep. In this video, I will going to show you how exactly I find a high quality setup using daily bias, inducement, range, liquidity, and the key levels. First, I will going to teach you the core logic, the way that I built these snipe setups. Then I will going to walk through you to the same trade that I took that made me $8,000 and break it down step by step using the exact rule. But before we dive in, I want you to accept one truth. 95% of the traders designed to lose. They chase and they guess. This video is your chance to step into the 5%. The ones who play with no pain, not against it. Before we got into the breakdown, quick 2-minute gem for the smart one that they are watching. While researching a project to hold this cycle, I came across a Nomi Finance, and I think this might be a real sleeper hit for the bull run. Just look at how active and dialed in their region is right here on X. So I dove deeper into the white paper. Their roadmap, clean and ambition. The team, public and experience. The tokenomics, no shady loopholes, just a proper structure for long-term growth. Now here's the core. Nomi isn't just a token, it's a full ecosystem for growing and managing a digital wealth through strategic, ventures, and tech-based tools. This page shows you everything: real utility, stacking, governance, and where Nomi fits in a long-term plan. And I'm not just watching, I'm officially in. I just grabbed $2,000 worth of Nomi live on video. Why? Because I see a serious upside here. Fundamentals are strong, narrative is clear, and if it hits during the bull run, I'm already positioned. Let's see where it goes. But I like the foundation, and I will going to watch it closely. So first, let me just explain you the setup diagram and the theory behind it, and also the logic behind it. So what I'm doing first, I'm looking for the basic market structure in daily time frame. Then I'm looking for the key levels on daily time frame or full hour time frame, depending on the previous candle. If the previous candle was on the correct way of the market structure, let's say if my market structure is bullish and the previous candle same closed as a bullish, I'm gonna take the key level in a daily time frame. If not, if it's opposite, what I mean, if the market structure is bullish and the previous candle for me closed bearish, I'm gonna go and take the key levels on the 4-hour time frame. So the key levels, I call them a daily pro key levels. So what does the key level means for me? That's me, I'm expecting the major move of a day happens from that area. So what I'm doing, let's say if I in the high time frame, let's say this is just a 30-minute time frame. If in the daily time frame I have a daily pro key level at this area, I'm looking for the strong high or the weak low. It's depend on the market structure I am in. So market structure is everything, because if I'm on the bullish market structure, I'm not looking for a bearish range to enter or bearish POI to enter. If I'm in a bearish market structure, in this case, I'm looking for a bearish range. So let's say if I'm in a bearish market structure, I'm looking for a bearish range that is matched with my daily pro key level right here. So if I have a daily pro key level that I choose it from a daily time frame, at this case, I'm going to take the range that is matched with this in the lower time frame. Let's say in this case, 30-minute time frame, we have a strong high, stop on and a break off market structure, and we have the opposite QM right here to form the weak low for me. So once I get my major range, I call this major range of a day. So what does the major range means for me, to be honest? It's my chessboard. So we know once we're playing the chess, we should have a chessboard on it to move the solidus, to move the queen, king, and the other pieces. So the major range of a day is for me, let's say the chessboard that I'm gonna look for trade inside. So now let's say I have a strong high here and I have a weak low. Now I'm looking for the traps inside the range. The traps and the liquidity is everything in my setup, and also is everything in the market. Because as long as you should understand where is the liquidity, can wait to get swept out, then if the liquidity is below of the POI that you have, in this case, if I have a daily pro key level, and if I have a form of a liquidity here as an internal liquidity right below it, that's going to give me infinite confidence that this POI here can get respected. So liquidity below or above the high time frame POI or the key level or the, let's say, daily pro key level that you have, it's important. So if I have a, let's say, trap or inducement between these, it's going to be my internal range liquidity type 1. If not, if I don't have any traps here, so price going to automatically form the trap by failure swing price action right below before price take out the daily pro key level. So now let's say this is the Asia session here, price finish. I have my daily pro key level, I have my strong high, and I have my weak low, I have my internal range liquidity. So how does my setup look like? I'm looking for a highest quality setup. That's mean I'm looking for confirmation in this area. So the first thing I'm waiting is to price to take up the internal range liquidity for me of the range. So let's say the London session open, and the times are for me so important. If you want to learn about the time and the liquidity, just take a look to the video here that is going to be popped on the screen. Here's the link. You can just tap in. So on that video, I'm explaining how the liquidity and time are equal and connected. So in the London session golden time, as I explained on that video, you can go and take a look and watch it. So London session open at mostly in these scenarios going to create a retracement of the day or liquidity grab of the day. It's depending on the price action. But in this case, let's say if price creates some liquidities here, take out the Asia low, then price will start to go up, take out the internal range liquidity and tap to the daily pro key level, and let's say before the NY golden time zone or kill zone open, that's a great time for me. So here I'm not going to look for any trades, because the only trade I'm going to look for is on my daily pro key level. Every day I have one daily pro key level. So I'm expecting the major move from those areas. And I'm not care what's going to be happening in the market. And I'm not care if price going to fail it, price going to respect it. And if that's get failed, my day is finished. I'm not going to looking for any other trades outside that. A lot of traders, ICT traders, smart money traders, what they believe, it's okay, if price failed this area or failed off my point of interest, what I'm going to do, I'm going to look for another one and I'm going to try my chance over there. So that's mean you chasing the market. But the thing on my side, on my team, and the club that we have, that we work on it, we are not chasing, we are waiting. Because you know, let me give you a great example, right? If you chase a girl, she doesn't gonna love you. She doesn't gonna give a fuck about you. But if you stop chasing a girl, and if you have your standards, right? And if you put yourself as a highest quality level, the girl is gonna start to chase you. This is a real life example, right? Or even the money. If you chase the money, you can't grab the money. You can be rich if you by chasing the money. But if you work on yourself, the money gonna come to you, and you can use the money as a slave to make more money. Right? Here's the same thing. If you want to chase the market, you're going to be the 90% of the other traders like a slave. You're just going to look for trades and you're going to get a stop loss. So you're going to be liquidity for me, right? But if you stop chasing the market, and if you just stop the chasing and just start to focus on your expectation, okay, and have your high quality standards to enter a trade, then yes, maybe you can catch trade every day, but one good trade can make your month. I'm trading in $300 capital, or let's say $100 capital. If I make one good trade, which the maximum or minimum risk reward for me is 4 risk reward, and I'm risking 1% in this highest quality trades, I'm going to make $4,000, right? If I'm trading in 200K capital, one good trade, 4 risk reward, just in one good trade, risking 1%, gonna make me how much? $8,000. One trade gonna make you $10,000 in a month. So you just need to be realistic and open your eyes. So stop chasing. I'm not chasing the market. So price tap to my daily pro key level. Now here again, I can enter as a direct entry here, right? And I can enter and aiming the external liquidity, because what I believe it's once you have a range inside the market, once the internal range liquidity get taken out, the next step is external range liquidity. So where is the external range liquidity here? Is the weak low or the weak high in the bullish range that we have? We're expecting after the liquidity inside the range get taken out, price go straight forward and take the external range liquidity. So I can enter a direct entry as a risky entry here and put my stop loss above here and target here and can make me 2 or 3 risk to reward. But I'm looking for highest quality trades. That's the reason I'm not trading every day, right? So that reason I'm awaiting confirmation entry here. So now how is my confirmation entry works? So once price tap to the daily pro key level for me, what I'm looking for, I'm dropped down to a 5-minute time frame, and I'm looking for stop hunt and a break of market structure. Same for key information here, and inducement or liquidity between the opposite key or the week low that I'm gonna have. This liquidity here for me is so important. If I don't have this liquidity between the strong high and a week low, I'm not gonna enter the confirmation trade. I should have this liquidity and this formation in 5-minute time frame, not lower time frame, not mixed time frames, liquidity from 3-minute time frame, strong high or strong low from the 5-minute time frame, straight in a 5-minute, all of them in a 5-minute time frame. So once I get a stop on a break of market structure and the liquidity here, so I'm gonna wait to this get formed after price tap to daily pro key level. So I'm gonna wait for this liquidity, and I'm gonna go to higher time frame, let's say in this case 15-minute time frame, to choose a nearest POI above the liquidity that I have here. So in this case, let's say the 15-minute time frame, if we have let's say order block here, I'm going to choose this as the nearest POI. So this is my major range, and this is going to be my minor range, the confirmation entry range. Now what I'm going to do in this case, I'm going to enter on the POI, put the stop loss above this small strong high or minor confirmation entry range, okay, and I'm going to go break even at the, let's say, external liquidity up this area. It's the same thing. It's the same fractal, guys. It's the same fractal. Just open your eyes. Price take out the internal liquidity in the major range, going to go to the external. Now, if you have the small one inside the major one, it's going to be working as the same way. Price going to take out the internal, then price going to go straight to the external liquidity here, right? So at this area, I'm going to go break even. This is not my last target, okay? I'm looking for, my max target is, let's say, the external liquidity here. But I'm not going to aim for the 6th reward here, because if you take a look to my journal and if you take a look to all my previous videos, you're going to see I have, let's say, a locked risk to reward, 4 risk to reward, a locked risk to reward. So I'm in the middle of the lowest liquidity target and the highest liquidity. So this is going to give me a high win rate as a chance that I can get break even. So if I want to go with the high, let's say, risk to reward, yes, I'm going to get break even. A lot are going to have a lot of break even. I should be so patient to get one good trade to recover all of this. I'm not that guy. I'm patient, but I don't want to catch 4 good trade to see all of the moves and tap to the break even and just wait for one that good trade. Just give me the 6 reward or 10 risk to reward. So I'm middle. I'm just going to lock my risk to reward as a 4 risk to reward. So once price tapped in, I'm just gonna set and forget the psychology, important stuff. If you struggle with the psychology, just let me know. I'm gonna create a video about it. Then once price take out here, I'm gonna set alarm here. I'm gonna go break even, and price gonna hit my target. Now I don't care after this if price want to pull back, if price want to take this strong high and go up, shift in trend. I don't care. I get my 4 risk reward. I'm out. I don't care what's gonna be happening to the next traders. I took my confirmation entry. I wait for the best setup. I catch my $8,000. I'm done. Goodbye. So, but at the most of the time, price going to take out this liquidities here, or going to make it more liquidity and going to retrace and give us a B setup as a stacked entries and go for the external liquidity. So this is one of the scenarios and the setups that I usually look for in the market. So the times is so important. The time of catching trade for me is so important. The time of the entering the trade for me is so important. I'm not enter trade that randomly, okay? So I'm not trading after 6 p.m. UK time zone. I'm just looking for NY kill zone and NY session. Between these is a golden time, and London from Frankfurt open to from Frankfurt to the London open. These are going to be my golden time. So if you want to learn more about it, I told you just go and watch the video that I talked about. So now let's go. I'm going to break down the real trade for you. Now here's the exact setup that I catch here and made me $8,000. So I'm gonna go and break down it for you guys step by step. So as I told you, what I'm doing first is for sure checking the high impact news and see the high impact news time, where the high impact news is gonna get launched and where we can get that major move on NY or on the London. And after that, I'm checking the basic market structure. So the trade was on the 15 May. So I can see in the 15 May, so forget about these here. I was in a bearish market structure because the last major break of market structure here for me was bearish. And this high was protected on that time. So I was in a bearish market structure. Now, I was looking for the previous candle, which is going to be 14 May, to see where's the high and low came from. The high and low for me came from a valid POI. The low tap to the support and resistance at the left side, and the high tapped to the unmitigated weak for me here. So the high and low reaction came from a valid PI for me, and the formation is the bearish formation. I told you if the formation is bearish, okay, and market structure is bearish, if they're on the same way, I'm going to take the key level in daily time frame. So now I'm going to look for today, let's say the 15 May, let's say this is today candle, this is the open area. Okay, the nearest POI that I have was the 50% of this area, and below I have this unmitigated wick. So I'm dropping down to the low time frame. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. I have 2 key levels, right? So I'm going to tell you why I'm choosing 2 key level. I was talking about 1 blue key level, which I'm called the daily pro key level. So the second key level for me is a daily obstacle. Pretty much I'm expecting the retracement or the fake move of the day, just a retracement of the day from that area. But my main focus on is on the daily pro key level. So you can see I have my daily pro key level here, right? So I'm looking for the range that is matched with that. So in the 30-minute time frame, I guess, that was in a 30-minute time frame, I had a stop hunt, break of market structure, and also I have a weak low. So strong high and a weak low get created here for me. So then I was looking for the internal range liquidity. So in this case, I can see I had 2 internal range liquidity, get that these are safe internal. Sometimes we're going to have a lot of internal range liquidity. See, 1 here, 2 here, 2 there, 3 here, 4 here, but not all of them going to get taken out. You should understand that all of them going to get taken out, but there is a way that I'm using to understand which liquidity is inside the range going to get taken out, which is by seeing which one of these are making a connection. So these two making a connection together as an equal high, but these two with the third one, they are not making any connection. These are not equal high, there's a trend line. So this is going to be my safe internal range liquidity. That means at least I can expect a price take this area, right? Because if you want to go with this one, see, in this case, price didn't take up, and you're going to choose the POI or key level here, and you're going to miss a trade for nothing. So I have an internal here, I have a daily pro key level here. My daily pro key level that I choose from a daily time frame, it's below it, I have an internal range liquidity. So see, this is going to give me infinite confidence to expect this is going to get respected. I have a strong high, weak low price in a London session. Take a look, the golden time tap to this area, give me the major move. Now, once price tap to this area, I'm going to drop down to low time frame to look for the confirmation entry. So in the confirmation entry point, just get back to 15 May. So here, so price tap to my daily pro key level. Here, I'm looking for stop hunt break of market structure, a small QM formation, which I didn't have here, right? So, but in this case, I get the pretty much stop hunt and a break of market structure here. Okay, so this was a strong high formed. Also, we had a CPI, I guess, in this time. So price here in the 15-minute time, this was a London session. Nothing here, just creating a more liquidity. I didn't have the stop hunt break of market structure. I had the stop hunt, but I didn't have the break of market structure. I wait for the break of market structure here. Price tap to the obstacle here. Again, create the stop hunt break of market structure. See, strong high and a weak low, and I have a liquidity here. See, these are my internal range liquidity, right? So by the way, sometimes my confirmation range gets so bigger and, you know, it's a little bit difficult. What I'm doing, I'm just go to the higher time frame. Just go to the 15-minute time frame. I'm playing with the time frame because I don't want to get confused. Now with the 15-minute time frame, you're going to see this is stop hunt break of market structure formation. So clear. So I get the stop hunt and a break of market structure here as a weak low and a weak high. We can take a tweak in the confirmation as obstacle, because tweak and the confirmation, it's QM formation in the low time frame. If you go to the low time frame, like in the 5-minute time frame I showed you, this is a QM. So but for a strong high, we should get the QM formation on that time frame, and also strong high and a weak low, and I have a liquidity. So these are my internal liquidity, equal high, right? And what I did, I went to the pretty much I took this order block here. Okay, I took this order block here. Okay, whole order block area, and I enter here. I enter with the max 10 pip stop loss. This was the trade that I enter. Okay, and pretty much I was aiming for 4 risk to reward. So see, this is my external range liquidity here, external range liquidity of the major range that I had, but I didn't target here, because if I want to target here, this is going to make me around 5 risk to reward, but I was aiming for 4 risk to reward here. So, and the external range liquidity of this major, this confirmation range in the safest target, the last safest target for me. So that reason, I was just aiming for the 4 risk to reward. As I told you, something middle, not so low, not so high, middle, right? If you want to boost your win rate, you can go with the lowest minimum target, like just exit at the external liquidity of the confirmation trade. You're gonna have a massive win rate, like 75%, maybe, I don't know. But from this 65, it's the good win rate. But as I told you, it's all dependent on their personality. My personality and your personality is completely different. We are not the same. We are not the same man. We are not have the same personality. okay? And we don't have any same nationality. We don't have any same language, you know? So it's different. It's different. Me and you, we are different. Don't try to copy me, okay? Try to take the information, okay, and refine it by yourself. Reverse the engineer, right? That's so important. So if you are so patient, guy, you can go with the high risk rewards. If you accepting to get 2 break even, 3 break even in a row, saw that the position get triggered and price come to the near to the target and reverse and hit your break even. If you're that guy, you can go with it. If you want something middle, right, you can go with this, the 4 risk reward. If you want, let's say, to just, you know, have a high win rate, a lot of win rate, you can go with the lowest rate. But you should pay attention on the risk management, right? That's so important. So I enter here, price tapped in and price come back. Now here, I went break even because the range was too long. It was too huge range. So I went break even after 2 minor break of market structure, which in this case, let me just show it to you real quick. Exactly. So take a look. After 2 minor break of market structure, 1 here and 1 here, I went break even. Now take a look. So these small retracement we're gonna get before the external is gonna get taken out, gonna be a great excuse to enter as a stack setup. If you take a look in the lower time frame, like 3-minute time frame, you can drop and you can scalp inside your position. I made my first YouTube video was about that. You can go and watch it. Okay, so see, stop on break of market structure, stop on break of market structure. It's the same range, the range inside the range, the range inside the range. Market is fractal, right? So it's the same concept. Liquidity in the 5-minute time frame, it's the same one in the 3-minute time frame. You can't say the 3-minute time frame liquidity is different than the 5-minute time frame. In which aspect, in the, let's say, aspect, my bad, in which aspect is then you're gonna say the 5-minute liquidity is equal high, let's say. 3-minute, we have a same equal high. So the liquidity is the same in a different time frame, but they are not same. What I mean is not the same. You can't take a 3-minute liquidity and use it in the 15-minute time frame. So here's the most people wrong about the fractal of the market. But it's the same thing, you know? It's a stop on break of market structure, stop on break of market structure. You have internal liquidity here. You're going to go to the 5-minute POI and take this hit at base here, or let's say a fair value gap, and you're going to enter external liquidity, done. That's a stack tree, right? It's a stack entry, and you can aim for the external liquidity of the current range as a minimum target, and you can aim for this as a maximum target. So this, I call this a B setup, a stack setup, okay? If you want about the scalp, I can create a video also about the scalp. And this was a great entry that I catch and made me $8,000. And not in the live phase. I just recently get a 200K funded account and I pass it with the student in the liquidity inducement club. I share my daily entry, my daily analysis, my live entry, my exit between a live trading session. I'm posting this daily journal. I'm creating a video about how I control my psychology during the trade. So now let's go through the trade idea. Now let's take a quick tour and overlook inside what's happening inside my club, the liquidity inducement club. What's happening inside there? Price tapped in, I go break even. I'll let the student know I break even, right? And then easy $8,000 here. So now the thing is, I mean, imagine you're joining a mentorship, telling you what you're gonna do in the first day till 90 days. Step by step, a checklist, a roadmap for you to what are you going to do every day, which video you're going to watch, how you're going to practice. That's cool. Nice. And imagine yourself on the first day. No information. You just join this mentorship. You don't have any information. 90 day, it's a day that you get funded and get your first payout. So in the 3 months, focusing and putting hard work and following that roadmap going to get you from the position that you are right now to funded and getting your first payout. Now, this is proven and come with a 100% guarantee. What I'm saying 100% guarantee, because I have a lot of students that those get joined last month and get funded in 1 month. They finish a 90-day roadmap in 1 month. So it's all about the hard work. Now, beside that, imagine that you're going to learn my mechanical strategy, powerful liquidity inducement strategy in a high quality videos, step by step. And also you have a PDF of it. You have a phase 1 until phase 8 PDF of it. And imagine you have a mentor that he's sure that the same strategy that you're learning, a daily, let's say, trade ideas, analysis, let's say where I'm going to enter, where I'm going to exit every day. So while you are learning, you can take your mentor trade ideas and earn in the same time. You can save time real quick for making money and get funded, right? So I'm going to show you a lot of examples. And imagine you're in the community with more than 500 students. I can say 700 students here. 720 students that I can say 500 of them, they are funded students. Now let's take a look to some of the students here. Take a look. These are the student win, right? Just gonna scroll up. This guy, 3 risk reward hit. It's been a 50-day just I joined the LIC community. Thank you, Paul. This guy, Hunter, passed his, I think, yeah, he passed the funded account too. Take a look. This guy passed the FTMO. Every day in the win section, I can scroll up. You're going to see certificates, payout, anything that you want here. I'm going to give you 100% guarantee. If in the 3 months, if you follow the roadmap and if you didn't get the result that you want to get funded, get your first payout, what I'm going to do, I'm going to coach you one-on-one for free, no charges, until a lifetime one-on-one chart, let's say coaching for you. And we're going to have a one-on-one session every day together until you to pass that. I'm giving you this guarantee because I know what I'm doing. I know how I have a huge and a strong community. And I know all things depend on the hard work and simple clarity and also mechanical. If you're interested to join, don't waste the time. Link in the description.